WVUE TV Fox 8 News in New Orleans provides a service to our community year-round, a service that improves our viewers' quality of life. In some cases, we are, in a way, their lifeline. Through our consumer advocacy group, the Fox 8 Defenders, volunteers with the National Council of Jewish Women staff our helpline. When we get pleas for help, they respond, and some of those pleas are brought to light in actual on-air reports. The Fox 8 Defenders, a year-round service that fills a critical role now more than ever in the wake of a Category 4 hurricane and an ongoing pandemic.
Hello, this is Fox 8 Defenders.
From complaints of contractor fraud and unfinished work to drainage concerns, Fox 8 Defenders Executive Director Susan Tramontana estimates the program saved consumers hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. In many cases, we can't put a dollar figure on the help we provide our community.
I said, you know what? I'm going to call Fox 8 Defenders.
We helped an entire neighborhood get proper access to their fire hydrants. For 2 years, firefighters couldn't use them.
The pool is not just a nuisance, it's an imminent health hazard.
Stagnant swimming pools, hidden dangers in the backyards of homes, for years never cleaned up until we started investigating. Now, several have been covered, drained, or filled, and the City Council even passed a new law cracking down on dangerous pools.
We can give them resources that they didn't think of, they didn't know were available, or we can just be a sounding board for them.
And in 2021, in the midst of the pandemic, our viewers' needs grew in the wake of Hurricane Ida.
The need wasn't always the same. So again, we pivot from an insurance need to a food and water need to a medical need to a housing need. And those things are critical.
Nora's one of the many faces of the Fox 8 Defenders. Over the years, these former teachers, a principal, attorneys, medical professionals, business owners use their backgrounds and real-life experiences to help others. Along the way, they strive to educate people. Over the last year, the Fox 8 Defenders responded to an estimated 2,500 viewer calls. Here's a snapshot of some of those successes.
I don't know what we have done if we were not able to talk to you all and your organization.
When a contractor tore up this city street and the work stalled for months, it cut off small businesses from their customers.
They just dug the street, opened it up, and they left.
He feared he'd have to shut down. We made calls, and the city contractor added a layer of asphalt so that businesses could at least access their properties.
We're just so grateful to you guys and your team for the work that you did and I guess putting the necessary pressure on him to get it done.
More than a year after this couple made payments to a fence contractor totaling almost $6 grand, all that had been installed was the fence post.
So we had the poles in place before the Super Bowl that year, and that was the last work that was ever done.
The contractor had been the subject of a previous Fox 8 Defenders investigation for unfinished work. We tracked him down, and ultimately, he finished the fence.
It was kind of a sick, sweet smell that was coming out. The timeline shows we start alerting them in May that something's leaking, something's killing our grass. We don't know if it's poisonous.
The problem went on for months until the transformer in this family's backyard exploded, catching fire. The liquid that had been leaking poured out.
You smell it?
Oh, yeah.
It's very intense back here.
It hits you when you walk
It hits you back here. This is why I wanted you to come.
The local utility finally removed the transformer, but the worrisome odor still lingered and crews never returned to repair their damaged property.
So this gate was down.
This gate was down.
After we got involved, an environmental crew removed several layers of soil and laid down new grass. Crews also repaired the property, and we got answers on what was leaking.
My benefit for doing the volunteer service is the sense that I've contributed to our community in a number of ways, and in a way that I don't think any other organization in our region does.
Taking action, getting results. One phone call at a time, the volunteers who define the Fox 8 Defenders help us in making a difference in our community.